Good afternoon. Thanks for bearing with us as we work through some technical difficulties here. But welcome to the D20 Dames live stream, charity stream for RAICES. Thanks for joining us. It's partly our anniversary stream and partly just we wanted to do a charitable live stream. So thank you for joining us. We are raising funds for RAICES, which is the Refugee and Immigrant Center for Education and Legal Services. Right now, our goal is $500. So as we play throughout the day, we hope that you'll be able to contribute a little bit. We're going to be in chat as well. Our schedule is on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Going to start off with some D&D, but first off, let's introduce ourselves to anybody who might not know who we are. Let's start down at the end of the table here.
Hi, I'm Jess Ross. I am a writer and editor, and I play Lariah, an Earth Genasi druid. And just quick shout out, thank you, everyone who's already donated. That's awesome.
Yep.
Jacob
Nice.
and Jet getting us off to a great start.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, my name is Jen Vaughn. I am a, what did you say, player and person on this podcast.
Not what I said, but I think it still works.
Okay, yeah, definitely human. And thank you to Very, Very Spaceship for letting us stream, and our good friend Good News for all that help. And I play Riot Boneserker, a red-winged tiefling ranger.
Yay. I'm Brittni Liyanage. Did we say what we do?
I did.
Oh, I'm a
Jen
narrative.
just said she's a player.
I'm a player, period. Sorry, narrative designer at Very, Very Spaceship, cartoonist, and I make tabletop games. Thank you. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Brittni, please start over from the beginning.
I'm Brittni Liyanage. I am a product manager at Facebook for Facebook Gaming. I play Karen Boneserker. What am I playing? On the podcast, who is a wood elf, Lothari barbarian. And she is Riot's sister.
That's what the sigh was for.
Yeah, that was the sister part. Oh.
And I am Kat Kruger. I'm the dungeon master at D20 Dames. I'm also a freelance writer at Steampunk Unicorn Studio, which is my studio, and I write for gaming and entertainment clients and mostly write a lot of adventures and games, video and tabletop.
Mm-hmm. And thank you to Brandon for your donation to RAICES and helping human rights and immigrants' rights.
Excellent. We also have some giveaways going on.
Yes, we have a lot of goodies that we will be giving out throughout the day from our very good friends at Dark Horse Comics, Overtone, Hair Color, Friday Afternoon Tea, Dungeon Masters Guild, and a couple other things. So I believe we'll be giving it out to people that donate money, which I'm sure is legal. So thank you again for playing.
Don't say the L word.
Yeah, don't ever say I said regal. It's we're all about royalty here. So yeah.
Yeah, that seems right.
All right. Well, we are going to start off with a game of Dungeons and Dragons, which is what we do usually. All right. So the Dames are headed to Daggerford, or as Karen would put it, the Dames are finally headed to Daggerford. You're making your way out of our deep forest when you see the following. There seems to be a tower that stands before you, but it's this sort of forgettable spire constructed out of sandstone. Outside of it, dozens of robed figures mill about while two guards patrol a 20-foot perimeter cordoned off with yellow rope.
Do we still have our Guador and Jasper with us? Or are they?
Let's say no.
Okay. So Jim. Ooh, look at that forgettable tower. I forgot it was there for a second, and then I saw it again.
But the rope. Kind of making me look at it again.
I mean, honestly. I know how much you love a line, Karen.
Is it cordoned off in a way that looks like a line, or cordoned off in a way that's like, don't come here? Fantasy police are here.
Fantasy police sort of way. And Lariah, you actually recognize a familiar face behind the yellow rope. You recognize a woman named Zofia Vila. She was formerly part of the Criminal Spellcasting Unit, or CSI, in Waterdeep for the City Guard. But now she's a member of your guild.
All right. Lariah will wave at Zofia. Say, morning, my good friend. What are you doing out here?
Zofia nods at you and says, it's good fortune to see you. I am working here. I was hired for security purposes, and unfortunately, something went wrong.
Oh, that's ominous. Is there anything? I'm traveling with some companions. Is there anything that we could help with while you're out here?
That would be most excellent. Indeed, good fortune to see you. Well, it looks like what we have here is the 125th Annual Spellcasters Association Conference. There was have you heard of this conference before?
I have not. Or have I? Do I need to roll for it?
Sure, roll a history check.
Karen, I haven't heard of it, and nor did I get my invitation.
I was thinking the same thing and literally almost just said that.
It must have gotten lost in the mail.
We have been traveling a lot, so I guess that's fine, but, you know.
No.
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah, you've heard the heck out of it.
You invented it. It was you started it.
So for over 100 years, warlocks, wizards, sorcerers, and spellcasters from around the realms have gathered to learn from each other. You know that it's an annual meeting that was established as an officially sanctioned means to swap notes, discuss best practices, and share experiences. It's put together by the Spellcasters Association. The conference promotes inclusivity in order to hone the shared craft of magic, and this year marks the 125th year, or the quincentennial anniversary of the event.
Quincentennial?
That's gonna be important.
Quincentennial.
Very important later.
Cool. Love a good Spellcasters conference. That I've definitely heard of before. I knew all this information about it, which I have now shared with my companions.
How do you spell that word again?
It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Cool. So what's going on at this Spellcasters conference that I know so much about that I basically invented?
It's being held every year as it is at Zizzy Memorial Meeting Tower.
You mean this very forgettable tower?
Yeah, it is sort of, isn't it? The yellow rope does a lot to draw the eye toward it, though, so I think maybe we should keep... No, that's not.
It sounds like all the money goes towards the invitations that get lost in the mail and having to resend them, so it makes sense.
Oh, I would not talk about invitations getting lost, because...
Because ours definitely did. What? Like, I don't...
Is there
No,
someone
no.
who was mad about not getting invited?
No,
aside from these two?
Well, there's... I mean, the operations manager is very, very keyed into the invitation list, and you don't want to... He's...
Oh, he? Okay, well, step
Yeah,
one.
got it.
Minash the Mindful, he calls himself. I don't know if other people call him that, but...
That says everything I need to know.
Yeah, he's the operations manager, and from what I've dealt with him, he seems really very particular. In any case, they were having a brunch here with the keynote spellcaster talking, and apparently things went really wrong. And we believe that there are we think there's 3 dead spellcasters upstairs.
Maybe lead with that next time.
Yeah, really
I love
we
you,
wouldn't
Sophia,
have
but-
made such a big deal about dead trees if we had known they were dead.
Right.
Or being invited to this murderous event.
That could have been us, Karen. Karen,
That could have been.
that could have been us.
I mean, we weren't invited, so.
No, I meant if we were.
Oh,
I was just.
Gotcha.
I love you. I love you.
That could have been us.
Could have been us.
So, what's going on? So are you, like, are your people here, like, investigating?
I am the people. They hired one person, and that was me. And so I haven't actually seen everything. I was just trying to get everything, people cordoned off, the building cordoned off, keeping the witnesses here until we could get some help. And, well, good fortune.
Good fortune.
You don't happen to know a guy named Sildar, do you? Because that's kind of right up his alley.
Isn't he part of the Lord's Alliance?
Yeah, you do. So you do know him, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoa. Sipping.
Just a little sipping.
Well, Sophia, let me know. Just tell me what you want us to do, and I mean, are you two okay with taking a minute to help?
If it gives us a future invitation.
I mean, I did hear brunch.
Ooh, yeah.
Well,
Is the brunch what killed everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Or did their bodies fall onto the brunch table? Because we can eat around it. We have zero qualms.
We've done worse,
Yeah.
like I said, I only did a cursory security scan once, and I wasn't there when the incident happened. However, I believe there are witnesses. Clearly, there's people all around here, and I do have. I know that the guild, as you know, would allow this. We could offer a reward of 250 gold pieces for the apprehension of whoever did this.
Excellent. Oh, sorry. I mean, excuse me.
I mean, I'm always ready to help a guildmate. I want to help.
And perhaps we can sweeten the deal with some brunch to go.
Yes. Food and gold, yeah.
Especially if that brunch is just like all on one stick or something. Ooh.
Like a brunch sandwich or something? We're just
Like a brunch kebab.
A brunch kebab.
A brunch kebab.
Brunch kebab sounds.
That sounds like we're eating Bob. Never mind.
Well, perhaps you could talk to some of the witnesses first, as I keep people out of the building.
Yeah. Do you have them? Were you able to like get them separated so we can go to one spot, or do we need to track people down?
Oh, they're just everyone was at the keynote, so everyone here. I'm not certain how many actual witnesses there were, and I know that Minash is in the crowd as well.
I am going to cut in. Everyone was at the keynote. That doesn't sound like any conference I've ever heard of.
Point us to the bar. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think we know how.
Is this the opening keynote or the closing
Yeah.
keynote? Is that's
Or
actually
a middle keynote. Sometimes they try to sneak one in.
oh, right before lunch? No,
Yeah, I don't think
not
so.
gonna
Yeah.
happen.
When you look around the crowd, you see indeed there are like very prominent spellcasters. Like this, anybody that you think that you would be invited to this is probably there.
And no one else is inside, right? Like that's what you made sure of.
That's right.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go.
Oh, except the bodies. Bodies are still there.
Yes.
Can we? So we'll talk to the living people first, and then go look at the dead people.
I think that
feel
makes the most sense. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
All right. Which of these very famous spellcasters do you want to start with? Either of you have a favorite spellcaster?
Which one is the most fancily dressed? You know, like who wanted to be here really badly and make an impression?
Just really like show up and show out.
Yeah.
Like everything
I have
matches.
arrived.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the grommets on their boots match like the color of their eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That does sound like a good place to start.
That person.
I guess we're gonna look around to see.
Or are we just supposed to throw a name out and then we
Pick a spellcaster that you'd like to interview.
Definitely the fancy one.
whose name is...
Oh, I see. We're helping you world build. Okay.
Oh
Sorry,
my
I thought we were supposed to just guess from like the player's handbook, and I was like, "What a cool game this
We
is!"
didn't do our homework.
His name is Bartholomew. Bartholomew the Shiny.
Ooh.
Is it Oh, no, yeah, okay. I thought it was Barnabas for a second.
Oh.
All right, Bartholomew the Shiny. And you head over to Bartholomew, and he is indeed resplendent in his fancy robes.
Ooh, Bartholomew the Resplendent.
Yeah.
Just got upgraded.
Yeah. Oh, Bartholomew the Resplendent. We're fans, probably.
Of course you are.
I'm a fan of your outfit.
And I'm a fan of your type of magic. That is, I'll let you introduce yourself. You can do it best I know.
Well, of course, I'm a necromancer.
Yes, I am very into this. All right, Bonezerker, at your service.
How might I help you on this dreary day? My keynote was interrupted by a food fight.
Oh, are his robes besotted with brunch?
There is definitely a spot on his robe that looks like there's been soap and water taken to it, so it's like spread out even more.
Oh, we heard that there was something serious that went down that we're looking to investigate. Did you notice anything other than the food fight?
Well, of course it was serious. My keynote was interrupted.
Oh, you were the speaker.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you were
My
like,
keynote was interrupted by
I
a food fight.
my keynote could be your keynote, the one I'm going to. It's like my, Anyways,
Who
were
are
at, like,
you?
I think all she's saying is that it was everyone's keynote.
Right, because it meant so much to
everyone.
Everyone in
Of
attendance.
course.
Good job.
I'm glad that as a team we're so good at persuasion and charm.
Why am I talking? Wait. Karen backs up.
I don't mind.
I just meant because he was like at the front, right? Yeah. So like he might have had a good view on everything.
So food fight. Do you know what the last line you said was that might have caused such a, I don't want to say ruckus, but
Caused a strong reaction.
yeah, like
to
someone
your
was so
inspiring
excited.
words.
Well, I was talking about the latest practices in necromancy, and I don't want to give away all the notes. I still need to deliver the speech at some point.
People were murdered, right? Like,
What?
Oh, I don't know that we're
Maybe that was just between us.
by the food fight. They were
murdered by your words.
Sorry, their hunger was murdered. I misspoke. I too am hungry. So I think what we're saying is they're full of food, but we need to be full of the information to help out.
Well, all I know was that there was a food fight, and I was interrupted most rudely by food.
Do you
flying
know
across
who
the room.
took part in the food fight?
Not really. I was quite busy speaking.
Ryan's gonna turn aside and kind of mutter, "Did this person see anything helpful?"
Maybe we should go talk to the worst dressed person.
Can we find the person who seems to have the most food on them still?
I like
Sure.
Can we just walk away from Bartholomew? Just no outro.
And we're gonna call
Bartholomew will just say, "I can sign anything you wish."
Yeah. We're gonna call them Tylene the Terror.
Tylene the Terror. All right. So Tylene is just completely covered in food. You don't even know what race this creature is. This
4 to 6 feet
humanoid,
tall.
yeah.
Like the food just piled up.
Yeah.
Hello. I see that you were caught in the crosshairs of the food fight.
I'm still getting cheese out of my. Oh, I'm lactose intolerant, and I got cheese in my mouth, and ugh.
What dish had cheese on it? Just
That's
Very important.
cheese dip. There was like,
Oh.
yeah.
yeah.
Someone threw cheese dip?
Yeah.
Like a handful? That's
Yeah,
kinda,
like
that's like
Scalding.
commitment.
Someone was very committed to this food fight.
Interesting. How far did you travel to get here?
So far,
Questions?
Building rapport.
Oh. Karen steps back again. Like,
I've been traveling for weeks to get here.
And you've been looking forward to it, right?
Of course. I'm just like a low-level spellcaster, and look at, like, there's Bartholomew the Resplendent there, and like all these other really cool spellcasters.
how much was a ticket to this event?
Oh, I don't know. I was on a scholarship.
Wow. Okay.
Congratulations.
There are scholarships.
So you're clearly, despite being low level, you've got such promise. And you would definitely not do anything to mess that up, right?
No, why would I?
I don't know. I'm just,
Do you know? Did you see who started the food fight?
No, I mean, all of a sudden there was just food flying, and I'm pretty sure there are dead bodies. Because I was like right in the middle of everything.
Did you like feel anything in the air or smell anything?
Cheese.
Okay.
Yep, that's fair.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
When you were caught in the food fight, or right before the food fight started, did you notice anything unusual? Were there like people you didn't recognize? Did someone suddenly start casting spells?
No, it just seemed like their speech was happening. It was incredible. And then all of a sudden, there was just food flying everywhere. Just food everywhere, as you can see.
Mm-hmm. I do see that you were definitely caught in a lot of it.
Did you have conversations with anyone, like, before the keynote, while you're mingling, maybe in line at the buffet? And, like, what was the first thing at the buffet, too? Just, that helps me get context.
Well,
I understand.
They
I
were-
understand.
The first thing that I was interested in were the fruit skewers, because I am a vegetarian.
Got it. Boring, but cool. Got it.
These are fantasy fruit skewers. I feel like, well, I guess that's normal for us. So
Yeah, the dragon fruit takes on a different meaning in
Cool. Well, we're going to be walking around investigating. If you think of anything that strikes you as unusual, please find one of us and let us know. And we'll...
Who are you anyway?
just a couple of people that wish they had been cool enough to be invited.
Karen was definitely gesturing at Lariah because she has the far most authority to be here.
Oh right, yeah.
We're associated with a guild that is investigating what happened.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I'll let you know if I think of anything. I'm just gonna get cleaned off here if I can. Like, they're kind of like stuck here in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, that's a big bummer.
Mm.
Oh, did you need help? Were you asking for help? Is that what?
I mean, if you had a spell that
I
you
do.
know. No
I
way.
have this spell.
And we all wait, hands on hips.
Yeah, Laura, I guess, like, waves her hands a little bit, and casts.
Love this new UI.
I know. It's so many steps to get there. Create or destroy water. Create, obviously. And I guess look for a big jug or open container of some sort, because I can create up to 10 gallons of clean water.
Nice.
And I'll just do that in any open container that I see.
Nice.
So nice of you.
And not in a giant cube on top of them, because I could do that, but I won't. I'll put it in a container near them and then motion to Tylene and say, there you are, clean water for ya. Best I can do.
Whoa, that's really cool. How did you learn that spell?
Oh, I learned it to honor a friend of mine who we recently, she went missing, but we're looking for her.
Oh, that's so nice. I should do that. That's a really nice way to, remember a friend. All right, I will remember your friend as I wash off all this food.
She would have loved that.
As Karen and Riot just look sadly at all the food being wasted.
Should we try to find
Do we-
this
wait.
Menage? Oh,
Sorry, do we then see what like race and possible class this? Well, it's spellcaster,
Okay.
but
Oh yeah. It's just like the food just keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, and you see a little halfling.
okay.
should we try to find this Menage, the so-called mindful?
Yeah, Karen, it's your turn.
Bad idea. Yeah, looking for someone with a clipboard, I guess.
Oh, you
A pair of half moon spectacles perched on their nose.
do make an investigation check.
Pretty good.
Mm-mm. 10.
14.
11.
Riot, you spot a man with a clipboard. He is an older gentleman wearing fine robes, not as fine as Bartholomew's.
No one's as fine as
No one's as fine as Bartholomew either.
And he seems to have a bit of an entourage around him.
Ooh, okay. Riot flaps her wings and sort of somersaults over these sycophants. Yeah, and just and shoom, Menage. The
He
mindful.
starts.
Hello.
Oh yes. And you might be whom?
Riot bows. Just a fellow spellcaster, not as nearly as mindful as you or as powerful. And then she sort of parts the crowd with her tail to let Karen and Lariah in.
The entourage is looking at you with like squinted eyes, just like whispering amongst themselves. Is she trying to get a new internship here?
official investigation going on here. Maybe we could speak somewhere more privately.
Well, there's nowhere private to speak at this moment. As you must know, if you are here on investigative work, then something terrible has befallen the conference.
Yeah, that was mostly just a polite way for me to suggest you get rid of your fan club.
No, these are I don't know what to call them. My help.
Cool. Well, can we talk to you by yourself?
I don't see why that's necessary.
Right, just turns to people and goes, "Hey, listen, I didn't get a lot of workout time these last couple of weeks, so I need people to scram, or else I'm gonna start looking for shadow boxing."
Yeah, she's just been punching trees and stuff. It's really.
She starts like flexing, like
Most of them run away,
yeah,
but
they're squishy.
Yeah.
Glass cannons. Yeah.
yeah, but then one of them, you notice, as Minash is like blathering on, kind of rolls his eyes and just has already like walked off, like very casually, like.
Who is that? What are they? Who are they? What are they wearing? Suspicious person.
It's a human, male, wearing blue and green robes.
Okay.
Looks like a young male.
So, Minash, you're the operations manager for this event?
Yes, as you can see, and he taps on his clipboard.
Yeah. So, do you have a list of attendees? Have you already taken account to make sure that all the attendees are out here and accounted for?
Of course, that's what I'm doing, and you sent off my help, and now you've doubled the work. Please be quick.
You see me trying?
Are you, though?
I mean, do you not want help investigating this?
Of course I do, but
Well, then
who
maybe
are
check your
you?
attitude.
This is the most emotion I've ever seen Lariah have. Like indignation.
don't see any credentials. Just waltz in here and ask for an invitation.
So if you're done complaining,
Okay, bye
we
then.
need to
Like,
know.
like, we could just.
So do you know who was hurt by this? Do you know who the bodies upstairs belong to?
I believe that there were 3 individuals.
I mean, you
And
know
that's-
everybody on the guest list, right? So who's missing? Deduction.
Who might you be?
Do we have to go through this every single time? We're here to help the investigation. We're talking with you on behalf of Zafia, who is helping the investigation.
I see. Well, I know that rumor has said, my help has said, that there were 3 individuals who were harmed in this catastrophe. In all 125 years, there's nothing like this has ever happened.
First time for everything.
Yes.
Right, Winks. Trying to throw him off.
I don't think he needs any help. Being thrown off.
Do you know exactly what happened? We heard there was some sort of food fight.
Yes, a food fight. Oh, don't even understand who would instigate such a thing.
So where were you when the food fight started?
I was in the back of the hall enjoying the keynote. And then the food fight started. And
What
then
was
there were
the-
screams.
What was the
and
keynote about?
necromancy.
Drugs. But what about it? Like,
Oh, the best practices for this year, 1494.
right.
Yes, the current year. That we all know.
That we all know. It wasn't just tweeted one day and we had to solve that puzzle.
Listeners will get this in about a month or
months,
two. Sorry, inside joke. It's not out yet.
Kat sometimes tweets things and then expects us to read them.
Great. So best practices for this, the current year, 1494, which we all knew.
Indeed.
And people were like captivated by the keynote. Like people were listening. But, like
Did anyone look angry about
angry,
like,
bored, really bored.
not everybody likes necromancers, so
Yes, well, that's probably true. I don't keep track of well, people's interests, though. They're sometimes rather beneath me.
So you didn't like it either, I guess. Cool. Okay.
So do you know who's missing? Do you know who the 3 injured were?
No, I don't know that at the moment because I was in the process of going through the list when I was rudely interrupted.
Cool. So as part of this keynote, were there any maybe like spell words spoken? Anything suspicious going on?
No. Nothing like that is permitted.
Oh, there's no spells allowed at this conference?
No, not spell words during a keynote.
Has that happened before?
No.
Okay.
well then why?
It's a weird thing to not allow. Anyways.
So wait, there's no demonstrations of any kind.
Well, during the workshops and panels, of course, but not during the keynote. The keynote is informational only.
And you said you were in the back
Yes.
to Kat. Where is the brunch table located in the? Or I know we're not in that area, but is it?
You don't know that information yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shoot. Should figure out who is closest to the brunch table.
Well, maybe we should go in because I'm wondering if everyone had food at their table.
Their table, yeah.
Hey, before we continue with our investigation, which we are doing, so no need for your attitude. What was the name of that man we saw walk away as we were coming up in the blue and green?
Oh, that's Yosef Yoey.
Yosef Yoey.
Well, he likes to call himself Yoey. His proper name is Yosef. I don't know why you wouldn't use your proper name, like Minash the Mindful. I mean, that
If
is my.
he says his name is Yoey, then his name is Yoey.
True.
No need to be rude about it.
Yeah.
You want to be called Minash the Mindful. He asked you to call him Yoey. Seems only fair.
Well, I am mindful, so
You just like came out of the womb like that, mindful.
Yes.
Full name, given name. Okay.
Mindful on your way out. Got it.
All right. Any other useful information you can share with us?
I feel like that's our job to figure out, but
Yeah, I mean, like anything that you know, anything that you saw.
Can you make a
anything that you
perception check?
suspect. 15.
He's holding onto the clipboard really closely to his chest.
Anything you want to show us on that clipboard?
Shakes his head.
Because we're here to help with this investigation, because someone was injured, possibly killed. You want to be held responsible for that.
Definitely killed.
No, I'm responsible. I'm the operations manager. Nothing would have, nothing untoward would have happened.
So since you were managing the operations, I guess you could say that if anyone was injured or killed during the course of this event, it would be your fault?
Well, how could you? How would I know?
I mean, if you were supposed to be managing the operation.
Did you manage like the invitations? Did you manage like...
Yes, the invitation list, the registration list.
Right, so you invited a murderer.
What? No.
Ooh. I mean,
yeah.
So maybe you want to give us any information you have and not impede this investigation. I can keep talking like this.
I need you
It's
to
working.
either. Are you trying to intimidate or persuade him?
I guess intimidate him into thinking that like he could be blamed for this.
All right. Roll an intimidation check then.
I
would
have
like.
inspiration. Does our regular inspiration count for these one shots?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yes, I am going to roll that again. Okay, not much better actually. 9.
He just clings onto his clipboard and purses his lips.
Interesting. Well, Riot's gonna ask, or she's gonna look and ask him, "Are you okay? By the way, like, did you get hit by any food?"
No, as soon as I saw what was happening, I stepped out to contact Zofia.
Mm-hmm.
What does the clipboard look like? Does it have a like metal clasp on it or anything? Any, like, little bits of
I think it
metal
would be like a standard clipboard. So yeah, there would be like that metal piece on the top there.
that maybe like his hand is on right now.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Riot's tired of this. So Jeff just remembered. So she's just gonna like, "Are you sure there's?" And she sort of like waves a hand, and like sparkles come out of I'm gonna say pink and green. She casts a zone of truth around them.
Oh, finally.
Do you want to tell us why you're not gonna let us look at your clipboard?
What does he have to do? He has to make a save, right?
Yeah, charisma. The first time I've cast this, I think.
I know, that's what I was saying, finally. Like,
Finally.
Got a 13.
So tie goes to chat. Where does the tie go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think technically it goes to him, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to give it to you.
for charity.
He's compelled to tell the truth, or he can still withhold. He can't. He can still withhold
On a failed save,
information.
a creature cannot speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Oh, so he can still withhold the truth.
Yes.
He just can't speak a lie.
He's just keeping his lips pursed.
Are you okay? She's gonna take her elbow and like jut it into his stomach to see if any air pops out, and he has to talk.
He says, he just hands over the clipboard.
Thank you. That was very difficult. What do we see on the clipboard?
Make an investigation check.
12.
20.
You're also in this, so
Oh, me?
investigation. Yeah, we're all
Oh, I
looking
was.
at it.
All right.
Yo!
Sorry. Whoops. 20.
2 20s. Okay. So Lariah and Karen, as you're looking over it, you see it's a list of the spellcasters that have been invited. it's the invitation list.
Is there anything like obviously suspicious about it? Like any names crossed out or circled, or like red arrows pointing at names?
Yeah, ones with skulls next to them. You know, the usual.
Big red X's.
Kill this guy. Like,
No.
Any names that we recognize?
Again, it would be a whole bunch of celebrities that you know, but besides that, no.
So why didn't you want us to see this list? What is it about these names that you were worried about?
He remains quiet.
is there anything underneath the papers? Like, oops, sorry. We lift up the papers, do we see like any writings on the clipboard or notes? Diabolical geometrical drawings of how to throw food best.
You do not see that. And at this point, he's you can tell that he's done because of the spell that was cast on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to march off towards Zofia.
That's fine, but Riot's keeping the clipboard, so.
Yeah, what's on the back of the list?
I know. Yeah.
Did we flip it over?
Yeah.
And you see him like arguing with Zofia at this point.
Mm-hmm. We don't care.
I mean,
And,
I care.
Is his name on the list?
I don't think so because
It's an organizer.
yeah, he's an organizer. Yeah.
So there's no staff on the list. It's just
No staff. Yeah. You
so-
do at this point see Yoi just kind of come over and just sigh and say, "That guy."
Give us the inside scoop, Yoey.
Yes, that guy. We've been saying that.
I think there's something up with I think he screwed up. I think if you go inside, I bet you if you cross-reference it with the registration list, there's something up with that because he has been screwy all morning after this has happened.
Yoey, you're a lifesaver. Thank you.
But is there any way for us to make sure he's like telling the truth and not just trying to throw blame?
Yeah, do an insight check.
Not for me. Checks out.
Yep, checks out.
I rolled
Everything's
a 15.
Whoops. Like sister.
Did you also roll a 2? Did we all roll 2s?
I rolled a 4.
That was, but it added up.
Yoi is the most truthful person you've ever met.
Yep, this checks out. Let's
go inside.
Yeah.
I see no reason to disbelieve this.
So now we can
Thank
finally.
you, Yoey.
Yeah. So now we can finally see the registration table and then where the brunch table is.
Yeah, Zophia's gonna just sort of like look at you, Lariah, as she's having like being yelled at by Menage, and just sort of nod you in. Yeah.
As Laura goes by, she'll kind of lean in and be like, I'll make it up to you later. Sorry.
All right, so you enter the main floor foyer, which is in complete disarray. Papers and name tags are strewn about the floor. On the far wall is a registration desk, which stands next to a staircase leading up. A banner directs attendees to the banquet brunch upstairs.
Is the upstairs a different floor entirely, or was this main floor like a little open area courtyard so that people could, from the second floor, see down?
No, you can't see down. It's one of those closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the thing.
Yeah.
And we spend the next 30 minutes, I'm teasing, checking the registration list. All right, time to make up 123 names. Chat, help us now.
All right, I need you to make you do very easily find the guest list. And if you're doing a cross-reference, I need you to make an investigation check.
Nat 20.
Whoa,
Boom.
done. Solved.
Well, yeah.
All right, yeah. So, Lariah, you skillfully see that there were a number of names that have been crossed off, some no-shows and that sort of thing, but there is one discrepancy that on the registration list, there's a name listed, but it's not listed on the invitation list, and the name is Diggory Scordato.
Sorry, Diggory what?
Diggory Scordato.
Scordato. Cool. So yeah, Diggory Scordato. That's a name that this person wasn't invited but registered. So that's something. Or I mean, it could also just be like someone's +1. We should probably also go upstairs and check out what's going on.
Karen, are you hearing this? So apparently you don't have to be invited. You can just show up.
I mean, that's what we did.
Or you can sucker someone into bringing you. There's so many options. I'm not mad anymore.
Not as exclusive as we thought.
Yeah. I don't think this is so nice after all. All right, cool. Good job, Loraya. Let's go eat some food off the floor. I mean, investigate the brunch situation.
No, I know what you meant. And I'm right there with you. I mean, hopefully there'll still be some on the brunch table, but we'll see how it goes.
One can only hope.
All right, you're heading upstairs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless there's anything down here for us to see other than the registration list.
And if you must know, I say Riot is probably walking first. This is our stepping order.
Sure.
Sure.
So you head upstairs. The dining
hit with
hall
food first.
features elaborately carved wood banquet tables, torches on the walls, and a ceiling decorated in illusory stars. All of it would be a glorious sight to behold if it weren't covered in globs of food. Even the magnificent ice sculpture in the center of the hall has red goo at its feet. From here, the staircase continues up. On the opposite side of the dining hall, you hear someone muttering, some muttering coming from behind a closed door.
Guess we gotta check out who's muttering.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, I was gonna check out.
I'm
gonna look around for the types of food that have been. It seems to be important at this point.
That makes a lot of sense.
Also, the bodies.
Yeah, do we see bodies anywhere?
Yeah, do you want to do
Yep, of course.
an investigation check?
Yes.
Are they buried under piles of food?
18.
Oh, no. What are these rolls?
12.
So,
Natural one for me.
Riot, you see that there are indeed 3 spellcasters that are deceased in the room. You see there is a human warlock whose face is covered in cheese.
Oh, no.
An elven sorcerer whose body is covered in tiny slash marks. And a halfling bard who seems deflated in a way.
What kind of bard was that?
Halfling
Halfling.
bard, yeah. Maybe crushed, like,
Slash Mix. Halfling bard deflated. Cheese.
Cheese.
But yes, it also said chess. Chess. Human warlock.
All right, I guess Loraya will go investigate the sobbing while Karen and Raya eat.
Investigate.
Right, investigate the food situation.
Yeah.
These bodies have name tags on them, right?
they do.
We see what
As
they
you lean in and Loraya moves across the hall, I need you to roll for initiative.
Ha-ha. 21 when it counts.
Nope. 8 for Karen.
I feel like it's really important for me to just mention really quickly, I have not let my dad anywhere near my dice, which is a huge callback about when my dad made a joke about loading my dice when I was first joined the D20 Dames. Anyway, I rolled a 20.
Okay,
Like
your
my
first,
third
your
20
Your first
of the
roll
day.
was a 20.
Yeah.
Nice. Karen, Loraya, what was your roll again?
20.
20. Karen, what is your dex modifier?
Karen?
Yeah.
That's me. It's like, man, Brittni. 3 plus 3.
That's 3. All right. So.
Can't wait to find out what we've initiated.
Clearly a run to the bathroom because of all the cheese people have been eating.
I haven't
Oh,
eaten
no!
a single.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Another inside joke about how Jen can't stop making bathroom jokes and blaming it on other people. But it's always her.
Low bar, high views. I'm so sorry.
Do you need a second, Kat?
Yeah, we could give away something.
Or
Yeah,
we could
do
also
that.
just, there's been a bunch of donations so far
yeah.
too.
Yeah, let's do that.
which I have.
while I'm putting things in order.
Yeah.
So thank you to Corey, Sam with a huge donation. Thank you so much, Sam. Amanda, Cage, Katie, and then there were the few at the beginning. Thank you so much, Brandon, Jacob, and Jet for kicking us off.
Yeah, we're almost
we
to the
are
halfway
like
mark.
yeah, we're almost halfway.
Wow.
So we're at 225, and our goal is 500 for 6 o'clock. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
getting so
we
close.
appreciate, and also for like watching too and talking.
Oh
in
yeah,
chat.
thanks for being here. Oh, also, it would be really helpful if you share the stream, and all over the place, but especially on Facebook, and give us a like or a love or whatever you might want to do on the stream.
Yeah, just not the thumbs down, right? Just not that.
Angry face is fine too. but-
Like I'm mad I'm not playing with them.
yeah, like oh, this is so much fun. Something like Karen voice. That was weird.
Listen, I understand. What was that cool list of commands I saw?
Yeah,
And
they
there was one
started coming out. Yeah.
There's one that said reward. Is that an easy thing?
I don't know.
Should we do
let's
it for
find out.
something small?
Yeah.
I mean, there is no such thing as a small free gift, but
Sure. Who's actually investigating?
angry face.
I don't think it does anything. Oh, no rewards available.
Oh,
on
okay.
stream.
I was just
That's
I was
our
just
bad.
wondering if it was
I
like
think
an
that's for
easy.
in-stream rewards. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately not.
Oops, sorry.
All right.
This is my favorite part. Are you ready, Kat?
I am ready.
Oh, okay, sorry. All right, we're done vamping.
We'll
Thank
do a
you.
giveaway on the next break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're leaning down to investigate and you're walking across the hall, Riot and Lariah and Karen, I'm assuming, is stuffing your face with food already.
I am not eating anything. I am just investigating what is available.
Sure. So from Riot, from the human warlock, the cheese dip begins to fly up off of its face.
Yep.
Um,
Into my mouth.
Lariah, the sculpture, animates and turns towards you. And Karen, some fruit skewers fly up in the air.
Thanks, I hate it.
Typical boring fruit skewers.
Thanks, I love it.
So Riot, you get to go first.
Yeah, I do. Well, I can't vicious mockery this cheese away from me. Yeah, Riot's gonna pull out her glaive. It's been a while, because that's the only thing she can think of. So, and you said it's flying towards her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to, like flip the glaive up. It's hilt, long hilt, glittering, and then try to cut the cheese in such a way so that it
it's
like
bite-sized.
it like goes like it like parts and goes around her.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, this is this. I wish I could eat this. Yeah.
All right. Roll your attack.
Nice. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, it does, and it. Well, I can't wait to see what cheese damage is. Nice. 11 damage. 11. Slicing. Cheese cutting damage.
All right. You slice through the cheese dip, and it sort of like it slices in two, and then just sort of recongeals.
But it looks sadder or less tasty.
Yeah, there's probably some cheese left on your sword that you can.
Yeah, Riot licks it. Oh.
Do you have a bonus action?
I do. Yeah, she's gonna. Yep, she holds up her bracers, which have the runes for game of man on them, and like makes a little move and the runes slide out and she casts Hunter's Mark on this cheese for bonus damage next time.
I love it.
Yeah, the cheese glows for a second.
Amazing.
All right, Lariah.
So is the statue thing that came to life near me, is it near the cheese and the fruit skewers, or is it kind of separate?
They're all sort of around the room.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, it's further away.
Okay.
Yeah, it was closer to the actual brunch table itself. Like it was like propped up on top of the brunch table.
Okay. Lariah is just going to like reach into a pocket and grab a small vial, and as she sort of like whips it out, it forms into a knife, and she's going to check it at that.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Let's see.
What's the shape of this ice sculpture again?
It looks like a spellcaster.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Like at least the lady one, please.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Who's wearing pants? Awesome. Love it. Just one piece of fabric wrapped around
Exactly.
diaphanously
it's
blowing in the wind.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean,
Oh yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't have done cold damage.
Yeah, cold damage, probably not for a nice sculpture.
Although at first is just piercing damage, so that's fine. That's a 9 for piercing damage, and then it needs to make it also, like, the ice knife itself explodes, and now it needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's a sculpture. Hopefully it can't move.
Well, it's already moving.
It's already moving, yeah.
I mean, can't move that much.
What
Right?
was the ability score that I needed to?
Dex.
Dexterity. It was just a 7.
Okay. Then
So
it...
the piercing damage doesn't seem to do very much. However, the shatter.
The shatter... 15 cold damage.
Because you're shattering, yes, it takes that damage.
Nice.
So there are chunks of ice that fly off of the sculpture, and it's still standing and definitely has its sight on you as it turns its body fully towards you.
How far is it from me right now?
Probably, I would say 20 feet.
As a bonus action, can I just try to like grab a piece of metal silverware and like not do damage to it, but just like get some metal embedded in it? No reason. Just so that way there's metal in it.
As a bonus action, I would let you grab it. I don't know if you could actually. You're talking about actually moving towards it and then stabbing it, right?
Or maybe even like just like gathering some silverware and like tossing it so that as it gets closer to me, it has to walk over some metal.
Absolutely.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like throw out a path of metal that it has to walk across to get
Just trying to make
me.
a mixed media sculpture here. Yeah.
I just wanted to have metal near it. No reason.
All right. I think what I'll do is I'll get you to do a dexterity check just to see how accurate you are throwing it in its path.
Hopefully accurate, since I'm just checking silverware.
Well, it would be flying kind of all over the place, right?
Oh no, that's a 12.
It's probably you've probably like covered some enough of the path for it.
Nice.
All right, Karen, what would you like to do?
Karen is going to.
The skewers
fruit
heard you
skewers,
trash
Yeah,
talking.
exactly.
them in the-
Exactly. Karen is going to activate her primal savagery and make it so that her nails kind of grow a bit and they become acidic. And she's going to kind of like cross swipe kind of as a reaction to the fruit skewers and hope to kind of claw a couple of them down with acid damage. Woo. Oh my gosh, the rolls today. That's a 5 to hit.
Unfortunately not. The fruit skewers just dodge deftly out of your way.
This is our one true weakness.
This is so. Cage said that the roll command on Facebook chat is weighted because it keeps rolling like 2s and 4s, and I just think it's following what we're rolling. Because we rolling 2s and 4s when it matters. I'm so
That
upset.
feels correct.
Do you have a bonus action?
Not that matters right now.
All right. So, Riot, the cheese dip comes flying at you.
Yeah, it does. Oh, it's its turn.
And it actually...
Riot's mouth is accidentally open as well.
As you had swiped into the
Whoops.
middle of it and it was recongealing, it went off kilter a little, so it kind of overshoots you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
then
no.
the ice sculpture makes its way toward Loraya, and AC 14.
Yeah, that hits. Oh, is that what it rolled, or are you looking at its AC?
No, that's what it rolled, so it
Oh, yeah, it hits.
All right, and then it's got multi-attack, so
Of course it
the
does.
second one
Why wouldn't
is 22. So we've got it slams into you twice. Boom, boom. And each time, for whatever reason, you only take 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 total or 6 for both?
6 total.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 each.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm fine with that.
And then we move to the fruit skewers.
This one's really gonna sting.
At least they're not covered in acid.
First one misses, second one also misses, so they're slashing out at you, and you're just able to dodge out of the way too. So you're like in this dance with these fruit skewers.
So
friend.
beautiful. This is funny because I'm always trying to get her to eat fruit.
I was wondering when you
Now
were
the
gonna
fruit's trying to eat her.
do that.
All right,
For the
Riot.
fiber, right?
Absolutely. I don't think you understand. Kiwi skin is so. Oh, you got me. You did it. You did it.
I know, that was good.
Chat saw it coming, and I was all like, "Oh, I'm checking my spells for something." Cat. No, you probably wouldn't let me. That sounds silly.
What?
No, it doesn't. I mean, because it's not part of the damages. Because I was wondering if I could absorb elements with this cheese.
Can you absorb cheese?
I mean, in our world, kind of canon.
Cholesterol it?
I don't know if you want to absorb that.
Yeah, probably not. No, that's what I'm saying. That's clearly the wrong move. Okay, so the cheese. And so you would say there's like, do the tables have like blankets? Do they have cloth?
Linens, yeah.
Yeah, linens. Linens. Cool. So Riot would like to snap up a linen, and then as the cheese is coming, like try to like butterfly net it.
Okay. So I'm gonna treat that like grapple, and
Ooh, which
we will do a
that's what Rose was good at.
acrobatics check.
Okay.
Contest.
Yep.
18 for the cheese.
For acrobatics?
Yeah.
5 for Riot.
So the cheese just like drops beneath the cloth and
Cool. All right.
loops back up.
Yep. Well, I think that's all I could do.
Oh wait, but hunters?
That's
No,
for
that's-
attack.
that's
Yeah.
an attack.
I mean,
All right.
really fast though.
Any other bonus?
Yeah, I do, but it's not a creature, so I can't do Slayer's Prey. So no, I'm good.
All right, Loraya, what would you like to do?
So it's standing on silverware now, right?
Oh yeah.
It's tap dancing.
All right, then Laura is going to point at all that silverware on the floor and cast heat metal.
All right.
Let's see. So that is going to be 12 fire damage.
All right. You can describe how it is destroyed because it is vulnerable to fire.
I mean, it's just a nice sculpture, right? Standing on now like fire hot metal, so it just starts to melt from the feet up.
Ooh.
So first the feet melt, and it just sort of like collapses down and keeps like melting and collapsing and melting and collapsing.
Yeah. So it's like reverse that scene from Terminator. Instead of it going up, it's like just going.
But it does
down.
give me the thumbs up. Where it is
I feel like it's wagging its fist as
oh, that
it's
makes
going
more
down.
sense probably, because it's probably not happy that I just melted
No.
it.
All right. Do you have a bonus action that you want to use now, or?
Oh, I guess I could help someone else now.
I mean, if you want.
I mean, I guess.
Or you can continue on what you were doing and head into the other room.
Hey, are y'all good? Can I go check out this sobbing?
Yeah, we're fine, clearly.
Yeah, totally made my attacks. They all landed and the fruits destroyed.
I mean, I'm gonna take you at your word. You both said, yeah, you're fine. So
We have to work on our sarcasm.
We have to. We do.
yeah, Laura, just gonna move toward the
door.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
door.
All right. Karen, what would you like? Well, I think I know what you want to do.
Karen wishes she was fighting cheese, first of all. Let's be clear. Second of all, first of all, note for Kat and the rest of the gang, I need to remember that Karen needs a second light weapon because she has 2 weapon fighting as a bonus action that she's literally never used, but only has 1 weapon. So let's just remember that.
Okay.
We need to find her weapon.
Toss over her scimitar before she runs over.
Yeah, could you do that? I don't have any stats for that weapon.
Could you?
Can I?
Could you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like toss my scimitar.
Yeah, as you're walking
in a way
over.
that doesn't just like stab her with it.
Yes.
You know, in that way. That way you do. I have to figure out.
Oh, no. I'm stuck.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Actually, Lariah can
do you
give.
have it?
She can. Just can you give the stats to?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, thank you.
it's a.
I just
have one of your post-its, please. Very dramatic moment.
Yeah, the sound effects budget went way up. Speaking of, our theme song is written and created by Middlescence.
yeah.
And you can listen to it online in its full form on SoundCloud. And you can also hire Middlescence to write your own music.
Also, unrelated, Matt got us to 250. We are officially halfway to our goal.
Yes, thank you, Matt Baum
Thanks, Matt.
from Queens of Adventure.
Yeah, and lots of other cool things.
Yes, oh yeah. Sewers of Paris.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yep, this is
everything.
everything. The internet. Thank you,
Yeah,
Matt of the internet.
Truly, though. Okay, cool. All right, Karen is going to. I wish I didn't bring my axe, but Karen has an axe, a hand axe, and she's going to use it to come down on the. I don't know how many fruit skewers are at my
There's
face.
2.
Just 2. Okay. So she'll try to attack one of them with. Or are they together? Are they separate
They're just like
damage?
one on each. Yeah, they're on each
Got it.
side. Yeah.
So she'll come down for her main attack with her hand axe.
Okay.
Which is 18 to hit.
Definitely.
Cool. So that one's gonna take. How do I not have a D6?
Here.
That's
I have
weird.
4 of them.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Got
sorry.
one.
I might have
So
pilfered them for
No, you're good.
one of the many games I play.
Okay, that's 3 damage, slashing damage, and then as a bonus action, which is how exciting, never before done with Karen Bonezarker, which is crazy. She's going to basically just do another attack. With the other hand, another 14, which is 18 again to
Yep.
hit. And that is 4 damage, slashing damage.
All right. So you're basically batting at these skewers with your two weapons, and they do sort of like skitter in the air as you're slashing at them. However, they're still up and just sort of like ready to go. The cheese dip goes for Riot again.
Oh no. Take me. Rotel, Velveeta, and the other gods of the melted orange.
It's AC 15 and you're 16, right?
Yeah,
All right,
misses.
so it totally misses.
Biffs it.
And then the skewers go for Karen. 14 for the first one, that misses.
It's still dancing.
And also 14 for the second one. So they're just
I mean, it's fruit. Gotta get some protein in there, you know?
I thought you said still handsome, and I was like, yes.
Still
yes, you
handsome.
are.
All right, Riot, it is now your turn.
Right, Riot's gonna flap up a few feet and try to like use the force of her wings plus the linen to capture this cheese.
Okay.
So I'd still love to use acrobatics though.
Yep, let's do it.
Or athletics, I don't know, it's a little strength.
The target gets to pick.
Oh, well.
Really quickly, can I?
Hold on. The cheese only got 5, so.
I would like to award Riot Damespiration
For
this incredible, like, first wanting to like eat the cheese right off of her glaive, getting the linens to do the butterfly net. Like, you pick it. It's Damespiration right here.
Well, thank you. And I have a lovely idea of a.
Yeah.
We have Damespiration is our in-game inspiration that we award each other.
I use these instead of you.
Okay, well, they're
It's
still
also
from
camping.
yeah, and Campaign Coins, one of our lovely sponsors, gave us cool coins. Jess gave me a
that's a sweet one.
blue rose one instead, so
Here you go. There's a D20.
there we go. A little fancy.
Not valid if it's not from this game.
I
Both
love
still
my blue
good.
rose coin.
Blue rose
Blue
are-
Rose is awesome.
All right, so yeah, Ryan's gonna go. Oh, no. I feel inspired to do this again, and just really roll this with the other hands, because maybe that's the problem.
Totally.
It isn't. Oh, a 9 though.
Oh, yeah, you beat. Yep.
Yes.
All right, so
So
you
I
scooped it up, and it is now grappled in the linen.
God, it's so it's so lovely. Yeah. All right, she's tying it off. She's like, I got you.
All right.
Yeah, and she's like, cheesy beanbag. Boom.
Ew.
Like chair. I mean.
All right. Would you like? Do you want to do something after that, or?
I mean, I bested it, right?
Yeah.
It's done. It's dead, or it's struggling.
I mean, it's contained.
It's
so,
contained.
Yeah. So you
well,
don't
she'll
need
probably
to.
then use her downward motion and gravity to just step on it a
Sure.
bunch as she like hits the ground.
Sure. Yeah, and then it's smushed into
Yeah.
cheesy smushness.
Oh, so good. Oh my gosh. Plus it's got little feet now too. So. So she'll look at. Well, she can't do anything, but yeah. So Karen's still fighting.
Yeah. Do you want to switch your hunter's mark over to one of those?
Yeah, I'll switch it over to the fruit skewers,
Okay. And then Lariah.
and they start glowing.
Oh, so earlier also Damespiration for Karen for, I mean, just constantly like sassing at these fruit while she's fighting them.
Oh, wait. Can I give Damespiration
Yeah.
to Lariah for throwing me her weapon literally?
She got yeah. Where are we? Here, you can hand
I'll
her.
just set this.
I don't have anything for
I've got
you,
my blue
sorry.
rose one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, she's got it.
This
I have
entire
so
skull.
Yeah. So Laura is just running to that room to check
All right.
that out.
So are you gonna? You're opening up the door then?
Now I'm less sure. Since you asked it like that. But yes, I was planning on it, or like knocking and saying, "Is someone in there?" and then trying to open it.
All right.
Yeah.
You just hear a little bit of a yelp before you open the door, and then you enter a vast kitchen. It's fit for a palace. It's been left in a state of chaos. Metal bowls sit in sinks, abandoned by the dishwashers. A cauldron bubbles over in the hearth. On a table filled with pastries, a large object is draped in a red velvet cloth.
What? Okay. Can I move the cloth and see what the object is?
Yes. What's your passive wisdom?
12.
All right. So as you pull the cloth, you see a giant chocolate golem,
Yes.
and it animates.
That figures. Do I see where the sobbing was coming from?
You think it's from behind the table.
Hey, is someone back there? And do you have an explanation for this giant chocolate golem?
What? I'm a pastry chef.
Is that an answer to my question about the chocolate golem?
I'm just a pastry chef. Don't hurt me.
I wasn't going to. What's your name, pastry chef?
The golem is sort of like moving down toward you as you're trying to have this conversation, and the person behind the table just sort of panics. You just hear, ah!
All right.
Lariah, what's your dex modifier?
0.
All right, so he goes in here. All right.
Excuse me.
So, are you going to do anything with the chocolate creature that's moving towards you, or?
Yes.
Okay.
By any chance, is the table that it's on made of metal?
No, it is not. It is a wood constructed table.
That would have been too convenient. Let's see. I am going to not be prepared for a giant chocolate golem, I guess.
Simple as
who
that.
could have seen that coming?
You hear a voice. Use your mouth.
I do not want that anywhere near my mouth. I don't know what that thing is made out of.
We're gonna eat our way out
How
of
big
trouble.
is this kitchen?
It's quite large. It's probably like 60 square feet.
Okay. So is the person who's on the other side, does it seem like they're maybe more than 30 or so feet away from me?
No, because you got really close to you pulled the cloth off the table. You think the person is literally on the other side of the table.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I guess I will go for the thorn whip.
All right.
So just like reach again into a pouch and pull something out that grows into a whip and try to whip that thing.
Okay.
Try to thorn it right up.
All right.
And also call out into the other room. There's a giant thing in here. Could you use some help when you're done out there with your thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That is 4.
All
Sorry,
right.
4 piercing damage.
So the thorn whip slashes into it, and you think that the chocolate is just reforming itself a little bit, so it doesn't take as much damage as you wanted it to. Do you have a
That
bonus
makes
action?
sense. Was my bonus action not moving into here?
Oh. That's right, yeah. All right. So next, the pastry chef behind the table sort of looks up and then tries to run further back away from you.
Yes, good. Get some fire so we can melt the chocolate thing.
Yes, yes. You guys are screaming. Yes.
Be helpful, please.
Yeah. Fire, sure. Yes, of course. And he's just like going further back. And Karen, it's now your turn.
Yep. You know what? Mix it up. I'm gonna try primal savagery again.
Okay.
It's been a while. It's rusty nails. So she'll activate primal savagery and claw out. I guess she'll go for the first skewer.
Sure.
My gosh.
Do you want to roll on the table? Maybe this, or do you want to roll on the table? Maybe it's this, or we could flip these bad boys.
That's impossible. That's
I mean, I will say
an impossibility.
they kind of slow the roll, if you will.
But I mean, it's random. Okay, that was a 2 again, and so no.
You have a multi-attack, though.
That
Right?
no, it's just 2-weapon fighting. So I would have to have used my first weapon.
Right.
Yeah. It, Sildar has a
That's
multi-attack.
right. Yes. Getting confused.
And Sildar appears out of nowhere.
Pick the wrong NPC.
Exactly. Well, that's
All
fun.
right. So the skewers try to slash out at you.
They were rolling
One-
just as bad, so.
Yeah. One completely misses, and then the other gets you for. All right. It slashes out, and just like you feel like this prick point on your shoulder for 6 slashing.
Watch out, Karen, you're getting vitamin C.
I feel stronger. Wait.
All right, so next is the chocolate, the chocolate creature's turn, and it is going to slam out at you, Lariah, since you're the only person in here. That's the first one's 21, and the second one is 12.
Yeah, those both hit.
Both hit. And it slams down, and both times you're hit with chocolate fists, and you get 14 bludgeoning damage total.
Incredibly rude.
And it just smiles down menacingly at you. And Riot, it is now your turn. So you've heard the cry from the kitchen, and Karen is dancing with these.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Skewered.
Okay, you get one more assist, all right? And then I gotta go help this unknown. Okay.
No, go. It's fine. This is it's fun.
Is that sarcasm? I really can't tell.
No. Really, go. It's fine. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Well, I already have hunter's mark on these bad boys, so
Karen could also go and
Yeah.
just take an opportunity attack.
I already moved my hunter's mark, so yep. And Riot's glittering glaive swings back out, and she tries to jump up in the air, little flap of the wings, and cut all this nonsense down to the ground. 9.
That unfortunately misses.
Like a piece of melon or honeydew at least fall off. Like,
No.
well, that was a cool turn for me. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
All right, Lariah, it is again your turn.
Okay. So the person has moved farther away now, right?
Yeah, so the pastry chef it actually looks like he's looking for an exit.
Useless. All right. In that case, Lariah is, I guess, just going to point up at the ceiling and summon moonlight.
Yes.
Even though we're inside.
Yes.
Nice.
And she is going to cast Moonbeam, summon moonlight onto this creature
All right.
inside. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. It's an 18.
So it takes 6 radiant damage.
All right. So this chocolate creature is getting melty around the edges, but it's definitely still standing. Do you have anything else that you can do?
I feel like moving this right now would be cheating.
Would it?
Well, I mean, because the thing is, like, as a bonus action, I can move this beam of moonlight, so I could move it off of the creature and then back onto it and do damage again. But I feel like that's cheating. Can I do that?
It's you said it's a bonus action, right?
Yeah. Each of your turns. Oh no, it's an action. Sorry, I thought it was
Okay.
a bonus action. I was thinking of something else.
All right.
Then I think that is it for me.
All right. So the pastry chef, you're in there, and so Riot and Karen, you don't actually see this, but Lariah, you see that for one moment he's trying to find an exit in the back of the hall kitchen, and then the next he like winks out and then appears by the door, and he's trying to make his way out that way.
Hey, can you be helpful?
I feel like there's a joke about dipping out.
He says, no good luck with that. And he runs out the door. And then he's faced with all of you out here fighting these 2 fruit skewers.
Yeah, Lorraine's gonna yell out after him into the room where they are and say, "Catch that chef! Don't let him get away."
All right, Karen, it's now your turn.
Okay, Karen will turn her back to the fruit skewers and try to stop the pastry chef.
All right.
Did the skewers? Never mind. She doesn't know. Yep.
No, I'm saying I will take whatever attack opportunity attack comes my way.
Fruit opportunity
I'm just wondering
attack.
if I have to roll anything for.
One of them gets you for. Oops. 4 slashing damage, and the other one misses. As you turn toward the pastry chef.
Yeah. Do I grapple him? I don't know if I
Yes,
grapple. Great.
and let's see, what is he gonna pick?
You know, a grapple is a combination of a grape and an apple, I've heard, and they don't taste
No
good.
more fruit references.
He's gonna
my favorite.
do an acrobatics contest here.
Okay.
Got a natural 1.
Let's just wait.
So 3 total.
I promise you.
What?
You have.
Give me your 20.
No. Sorry. It's a 5.
Okay, yeah,
He's
no, you
rolled
got him.
terribly. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that is
handing-
another 2. I don't
handing
understand.
this to you.
Thank you. Throw this in the garbage.
Throwing it there. Sorry, good news. I'll find it later. I know exactly where it went.
He's
Into
gonna
my-
step on it as soon as he walks through that door.
Oh, and it's right by the door.
All right, so you tackle the pastry chef and grapple him.
Very super not gracefully at all, right? Just
Yeah, it's basically like you tripped into each other and you just landed on top.
Cute.
got him. Yeah. We lock eyes.
M-E-A-T.
It's a charcuterie.
Oh.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
To Lariah.
Is there anything that you
Same
wanted
chat, but whatever.
Is there anything you wanted to say or do now that you've grappled this pastry chef?
Karen's gonna be like, whoops. Got him.
Ask him who he is, what he's doing here, what he knows.
What are you doing here? What are you doing? What do you know?
Nothing, I'm just a pastry chef.
Karen
wanna do
doesn't
a-
know about the chocolate golem though, right?
I think all she said is I need help in here. All
Okay.
I said is I need help
And
in
no
here.
one came, yeah.
Do you want to make an insight check?
Why was I dancing with these fruit skewers? Jeez. 9. Maybe it's the scimitar.
He is not a pastry chef.
How did I deduce that?
You could tell from the lack of pastry on his chef outfit.
Yeah. Maybe his hands are too warm. That's the sign of a bad pastry chef. You gotta have cold hands for a pastry chef. Are you switching out
I
everything?
am.
Oh yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Love it.
Okay. He's not a pastry chef. Okay. I don't know if this is a real pastry chef, y'all.
We have so much experience with pastry chefs.
Is his name Diggory?
Oh.
Dig into them pockets.
He looks he looks up when he hears his name.
Oh.
Yep, probably.
Diggory.
Tell him to stop all this stuff that's happening.
Why don't you come out here and talk to him yourself?
I'm fighting a giant chocolate monster.
Wait, a what?
Riot's like, yes, I will help you.
Yeah, Riot's like, do I go to the chocolate monster?
Surely the skewers will just follow me, and I can like have them attack, fly up, like.
Wait, did he answer my question about the skewers?
What did you ask about?
I just asked why they were dancing with me, why they're animating.
I was supposed to be invited to this thing, and I wasn't invited, and this was just supposed to be a prank, and got food on everybody's face, which is hilarious if you ask me.
3 people are dead though? Did you?
What? No.
Okay.
Isn't he right next to the body?
Push his face into them like a dog.
Karen will gesture to the bodies.
You just tilt his chin.
Well, I was snubbed from the invitation list. What?
So were we.
We were too.
So were we.
We were pretty mad, but not like mad enough to kill.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just livid because do you know who I am? I'm Diggory Scordato.
We did suspect that, so yeah, we did know that.
I'm livid that there are 3 dead bodies.
Can
We're
you
all
make
mad about something?
Can you make the fruit and chocolate stop? We could talk normal.
Do we have to dip the fruit skewer into the chocolate to
Will you
make
let
it
me
stop?
go?
Ooh.
You're gonna let me go?
We can talk about it.
Well, what is the end goal here?
Not for us to not get hurt,
Okay.
to understand exactly what went on here, and maybe sympathize a little bit with you. I don't know.
And then I feel like there's a giant necromancer that can help us bring these people back.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
really
and
cool.
if we can convince that to happen, then then you definitely get to go away from here.
Okay. And you notice in the kitchen that the golem has stopped, and the fruit skewers have just dropped.
It was that easy this whole time. Laura is already running out of the room. You could have done that this whole time. Why were you cowering?
Because I thought you were trying to apprehend me or something. It just seemed like you were all going in there all powerful, and I panicked.
I get it. You're afraid of powerful women.
You're not alone.
Although speaking of apprehending, and I guess since he's already grappled, Laura's just going to reach down and cuff him.
Nice.
With what?
Laura is a daughter of a city guard. She's got cuffs.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when dads hand down their cuffs to their daughters.
These are my family cuffs.
These were my first
These
pair.
are heirloom cuffs.
Was she gonna put a nice pair on it?
She's definitely got something.
apart.
She's ready at any given moment to
Yeah.
arrest anyone.
I think
Yeah,
I think
it's a guilt
Lariah,
thing,
is
right?
equipped with shackles. Yeah. So yeah, you can. You're gonna
Manacles.
deliver him down to Sophia.
In 30 minutes or less, yes.
All right. So you head down, and do you want to describe to? So Sophia's just well, who's this?
This is Diggory Squirtle.
Scordato.
I know, I'm intentionally making him mad.
Yeah, he's muttering Scordato. It's Scordato.
He was mad because he didn't get an invite to this little shindig, and he's afraid of powerful women, and also he killed those 3 people upstairs, and he made all of the food come to life, I guess, somehow, Anyway, this is your culprit.
So Zafia looks over at Minash and just gives him a knowing look. So what they're saying here is that somebody was supposed to be invited, wasn't invited, got here, and made all this mess because of an operational oversight.
Yep. I mean, something along those lines, yeah. Operational oversight. I will say, though, that this person severely overreacted.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yes, absolutely. But, Minash, really.
Yeah, don't you know who this is? Minash, the
Minash,
so-called mindful.
Minash is actually very deeply apologetic. He says,
for the first time in his life.
this error was not... This is the first time I've made an error like this, or an error at all. I'm resigning my post.
Okay. Oh, okay. I mean,
It's one and done then.
time to walk off a pier. Like,
Yeah, just one mistake and quit your job. Okay.
I mean, in fairness, this mistake did lead to the death of 3 people.
Yes,
which I
indeed.
think, where's Bartholomew? I think we could rectify this possibly.
Did someone say my name?
Yes, we have a giant request of you.
Of course. Where's your autograph book?
Oh no, something a little bit more up your alley.
Oh, do tell.
As you may have known because someone spilled the beans earlier, I don't remember who, that we have 3 recently deceased people who could be, you could do a live demonstration
Oh, yes. Let's...
for all the spellcasters, right? I don't know. Can we-
An impromptu workshop. Let's do this.
Whoa!
He just like flourishes back his
Yeah, that's right.
radiant glow.
We're changing the schedule just for you.
Wonderful. And he just heads up the stairs, and Zafia lets the crowd back in because you've apprehended the culprit. And there is this resplendent display of magic that happens that revives these 3 spellcasters who are not too happy about their state of appearance. Some of them have like slash marks and cheese and that sort of thing. And
Well, I mean, I'm sure they were reinflated.
reinflated, yes.
Live your life like a jelly.
But you know, the crowd is just really applauding the whole display. And Zafia,
Gotta think this was part of the plan the whole time, I bet.
Zafia, on your way out, she sort of nods, like appraises you and nods and says, I don't know about you, but I could go for a chocolate glazed donut about now. And you leave the scene with a new magic item.
Is it a chocolate?
Is that it? Is it chocolate? Also, can we give her 10 gold pieces so that we can easily split 240 gold pieces?
Oh my gosh. Just put it in the pot.
I'm just teasing. No, that 10 will keep for Jasper and Guadar. Never mind. We take the money back from her.
You receive a carafe of endless chocolate drinks. The carafe sloshes when shaken as if it contains liquid. It weighs 1 pound. You can use an action to open the lid and speak one of 3 command words, whereupon an amount of hot chocolate or cold chocolate milk, your choice, pours out of the flask.
One of them is Geyser.
The chocolate stops pouring out at the start of your next turn. You can choose from the following options: tall, 12 ounces, grande, 16 ounces, or venti, 20 ounces.
Oh, man. That sounds so good.
How much damage does the hot chocolate do if you point it at someone's face
and it's hot.
and it's hot?
We can discuss that off camera.
Yay! Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's
New cool item.
And that was the case of the brutal brunch from Rolled and
This way. This one.
Rolled and
There you
Told.
Edited by Christina Steen Stewart.
Yeah, and that's the December 2018 volume.
Written by
written by Kat Kruger.
That's Kat Kruger.